Welcome. Welcome to the Church of Archangel Michael and Santa Clara, Brampton, Ontario, Canada. And welcome to the Coptic New Year Festival 2024. On September 11, we celebrated the beginning of the Coptic year 1741. We also celebrated the 10 years for consecration our church by His Holiness Pope Tawadros II. And today, we are going to take you on a journey of love and faith. So, let's start from the beginning.
The word Coptic traces its roots to the age of the pharaohs. Egypt's pharaonic name was Hekupta, meaning house of the energy of Ptah. Ptah being the religious name for Memphis, ancient Egypt's capital city. This in turn evolved into the Greek name Aegyptos, and then the Arabic name Kipt or Gipt, from which we derive the names Egypt and Copt. Therefore, the words Coptic and Egyptian are synonymous. Over time, the words Coptic and Christian have also become interchangeable. The Coptic language is still used today in the church's worship and hymns. Its letters evolved from the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and currently bear many similarities with Greek. In fact, the Coptic alphabet is comprised of the 24 letters of the Greek alphabet, and 7 letters unique to the Coptic language.
The word Orthodox literally means straight opinion. The Orthodox Church has kept her same Christian faith and teachings since the time of Jesus Christ and his followers, the apostles. The Orthodox Church has a direct connection to the early Christian Church. The sources of Orthodox Christian teaching have passed from one generation to the next through both oral and written tradition. These sources include the Holy Bible, ancient liturgies, rites, and prayers, the acts of the Christian martyrs and saints, the writings of the early church fathers, and the very spirit of the church's life.
In the Bible, and according to St. Matthew chapter 2, it tells us about the Holy Family finding a refuge in Egypt. And after his resurrection, Jesus told his disciples to go and preach the Christianity all over the world.
Saint Mark, one of the 4 gospel writers and an apostle, preached in Alexandria and founded its church in the year 48. For this reason, the Coptic Church recognizes Saint Mark as her first pope.
After he ordained lots of bishops, priests, and deacons, in year 68, Saint Mark was martyred. But Christianity kept on growing and spreading, and Christians kept the faith strong and firm, and passed it from generation to generation. During the 3rd and 4th centuries, the Roman Emperor Diocletian attempted to unify the empire, and he ordered everyone to worship his idols, and he began an extensive persecution of Christians, which we call the era of martyrs. The year of Diocletian's accession marked the first year in the Coptic Christian calendar, in order to recognize the tragedies, the suffering, and the pain, and in commemoration of the widespread of persecution during that era. Despite the challenges and violence faced by the Copts, the Church remains resilient, standing firm on the promise that the gates of Hades will not overpower against it. The seed of faith that Saint Mark planted long ago has grown into a vibrant and flourishing tree.
But you must pass a little test. Then you will be my soldier.
We came to Libya to feed our families.
If
we deny God in front of men, He will deny us in heaven.
We are going home for Christmas.
Do you know that Philippians, the happiest book in the Bible, was written while in prison?
They will cut your heads off and lay it on your backs and film it for the world to see. Does your God want this?
Let it be His will.
God will surely not abandon His widows and orphans, according to His promises.
Well, imagine seeing your husband, brother, or father brutally killed by religious fanatics. That's what happened to many families when ISIS executed 21 Egyptian Christians in February. While the horrible video led to worldwide outrage, some families are happy that the martyrs kept their faith. And as Gary Lane found out, they're ready to forgive.
I was very proud that my husband stood firm in his faith and that he didn't deny Jesus.
That surprising reaction is happening 150 miles south of Cairo, in the village of El Aour. Residents there honor the sacrifice of 21 Egyptians brutally murdered last February by ISIS. Their pictures are prominently displayed in the sanctuary of Virgin Mary Church. 13 attended this church. The martyrs left behind family members, like 23-year-old Mariam Farhat. She became a widow when the militants beheaded her husband Malik Ibrahim in Libya. She first learned of his murder when she saw this now infamous video on local television.
We were very sad for the first 2 days, but we hadn't seen the video. When we saw them in the video calling to Jesus, we were very comforted.
And that's why Miriam and other families say they are now joyful, not sad. Babawi Elham's brother Samuel was among those killed.
We were always praying that God would make them steadfast in their faith. We were very happy with what they said on the video, "Jesus Christ, have mercy on us." When we found out they had been killed for being Christian, we were very comforted because these were God's children and He took them.
Although Samuel's wife and children now live without a husband and father, his family told CBN News their faith is stronger. They forgive the jihadists and even pray for ISIS.
I pray for them that God may open their heart and they may know the truth and know that what they do is wrong and then do the right thing. Jesus told us to forgive every sin, and we forgive them, and we hope that they can come to know Jesus.
Miriam also has a message for others who have suffered or still face danger from ISIS.
Don't be sad or cry. God will support us all. He will fulfill His promise that He is the Father of the orphans and the widows.
شايفاه ماري جردس العصر القديم هم اللي جددوه. احنا كنا ما نسمع عن الافلام بتاع الشهداء، الوقت احنا بقينا عايشين فيها. وانا فخوره حاجه فخر، وانا فخوره بكل شخص مسيحي، من جزء بس فخوره بكل شخص مسيحي ما ينكرش دينه، يعلن ايمانه. اكيد طبعا، يعني احنا ساعات ما سمعنا بتاع حادث دير الانبا صمويل كنت فخوره بيهم، في اطفال.
Today, the Coptic Church continues to flourish in Egypt and abroad. There are churches in over 100 dioceses on all the inhabited continents of the world. There are well over 160 churches in North America, including about 40 churches in California alone.
Today, as we celebrate the journey of love and faith and the lives of all these martyrs, We're going to pray for God to bless the crown of the year with His goodness and to keep us strong in His love and faith until the end. Thanks again for coming, and until we meet again, enjoy your own journey of love and faith.